Check, check, check. How we doing today? Um, Hopefully, let me know if the sound is all right. Um, Playing a little NCAA myself. All right, I ain't mad at that. Hey, yeah, Sun's open house. He just started, huh? Or is he about to start? Like you said, he started this week, something like that. Um, I think school on the East Coast or in the Midwest starts a little bit earlier than it does out on the West Coast. Because I know my wife's little brother started school. I think this was his first week. I think so. Um, Today we're gonna watch some Arlington. I'm sorry, yeah, Arlington. He starts tomorrow with a half day. What grade is he in? That's exciting. We're gonna watch some Arlington offense versus Memphis Showboats defense. The last time we watched some tape, we watched Memphis offense versus Birmingham's defense. And I think statistically, Memphis was the worst defense in the UFL last year, and offensively, they might have been the worst, or they might have been like sixth or seventh. I know that they weren't ranked in the top half, but I don't know if they were ranked dead last. But I know that their defense was. So we're gonna look at their defense today versus Arlington, who won one or two games, I think, going into fourth grade. That's what's up. So we'll see how they fared in this game versus Arlington. Let me see. I think it's this one right here. Cool. All right, so I don't know much about Memphis on defense. I also don't know much about Arlington on offense. If we're going to be completely honest, I don't know much about either of these teams. I don't know who the coordinator for Arlington was on offense. I know that Memphis on defense was Carnell Lake, and he runs a similar scheme to me, as far as like, there we go. As far as it's based in the same structure. So like we both run the Pittsburgh Steelers offshoot. Like that's where it branches from, if you will. So like the verbiage is similar and like the coverage concepts are similar. I think we've probably gone our separate ways enough to where it's not exactly the same, but like it's the same tree, if you will. Like the Bill Walsh coaching tree, like the West Coast offense type thing. Like this is Dick LeBeau's defense. This is his tree, if you will. I would be under Dick LeBeau's coaching tree, in theory. All right, so here we go. We're looking right now. It's 4 strong, right? Arlington's in 4 strong. Trip speed, as I call this, 3 receivers to one side, and a nub set tight end with the running back strong. All right, so very first thing that's going on in my head is alert the RPO. Look how deep number 3 is. I'm thinking it's going to be zone read with a bubble alert. Based on how Memphis is playing this right now, they're showing cover 3 with this safety roll down right here. So this quarterback, if it is a true RPO, he's going to be reading this guy. If he gets the bubble and he expands a little bit, okay, then hand it off. If he stays right here, then throw the bubble. Is probably the read for him. Because if he goes out, then we have a 6-man box and we have numbers. Kind of 7-man box if you're going to count him. But we still have numbers because they have 3 and this is your extra fitter. So that's what I'm thinking right now. It looks like they're playing cover 3 versus this look. All right, so there's your RPO bubble. He's kind of staying out here, so his read is the handoff. If he throws it right now, they have numbers. All right, so there's going with a quick RPO bubble. Corner number 29, I think. That's a good trigger. All right. If they're playing cover 3, this is his one. His one blocks. I got to fit in that C gap. All right? That's what this nub set look does. It makes the corners tackle. And if they're going to make the corner tackle and they gain 3 yards, so be it. That's a good play by 28. All right, so here they're running. This would probably be like what, Sparrow minus, a 3 technique, if you will, to the tight end, and a 1. It's kind of like a 4 down front shade, however you want to call it. So he's in that gap, he's in this gap, and then the corner is responsible for this gap. So really, he's wrong. He needs to get to here, because if he bounced this way, then he would be in trouble. Because right now, we have 2 guys in the gap, and that's not good. If the running back hits this correctly, right there, then we're in for a world of trouble. It's either he makes the tackle somehow getting off of this, which I don't think he would, because if he came back, he would be here, or he makes a tackle. So I guess the running back just decided, I'm going to take my one-on-one with the corner against the one-on-one with the safety, which, yeah, I get that, I guess. All right, so we're looking at 2nd down now. Probably like 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. 2nd and 8. Okay, good job by that DB. So here they're giving us 4 strong again bunch. We could get another RPO, but at the same time, this guy's deep, so he's probably going to come back in motion across the formation, if I had to guess. On defense, we're showing quarters right here with our nickel, so we're looking at probably a box check. He's going to take the first to the flat. He's going to take the first outside vertical. He's going to take the first inside vertical, and he's going to take the first underneath. And we're either playing quarters on the backside or we're playing cloud on the backside, one of the two. So we'll see. That guy's probably coming in motion. No, he's not. Okay, so this guy's so deep, I don't know. Maybe he's going to wait for this to clear and come underneath the formation. But he's really deep for whatever reason. Nope, there you go. So, like we said, he is coming in motion because he's so deep. I should have let it play a little bit longer, but these are just kind of formation tells that you should be able to see from up in the box and stuff like that. So we're showing quarters. We're still playing quarters. I'm sorry, I didn't see. So there's run fake jet sweep with the inside zone. So really, I don't know. They're probably playing quarters. So either, I don't know how they're set up, but either this guy, the linebacker who would be your short quarters player or quarters flat player, or the safety is responsible for this guy going to the flat. You can do it either way, but one of these two has to be responsible for this guy. By rule in playbook, it would be this guy, the short quarters guy would have 2 to the flat, but sometimes in this situation you want to keep this guy in the box, so you would have the safety take it, which either way is fine, but someone has to take it. So it looks like we might have just got blown off the ball here. We'll see it from the tight right quick. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, well, first off, I would say I don't love this front on 2nd and 7 because we're looking at 1-2 open gaps right here. That's, in my opinion, I don't love this because we have this guy right here. We have a corner outside of 1. So corner, nickel. This is your defensive end outside linebacker here. So that means my safety from 12 yards deep has to get this gap, and he's got to get this gap, right? So, like, yes, we are gapped out, but, like, it's not a great look. And now when this guy goes in motion, unless he gets in here, then we're going to have too many guys in a gap. Because with this motion, okay, now, well, I'll let him motion real quick, and we'll talk about it. All right, so now, we still have this corner right here, right? This corner still exists over here. He's just not in the picture. So now we have 2 guys in a gap, which is not good, okay? We need, on this motion, him to bump to his new 2, which is this guy. So this is why we said we don't want this front. Because right now he's lined up off of really this guy who's 1, because he's taking the first thing in the flat, but he's really focusing on this guy who's 2. And now, all of a sudden, this guy is 2. So now we're not gapped out. We got problems now. He needs to be here. He needs to be here. He's still here, and now he is our extra fitter, being able to flow, or really he could flow back to here and he can take that guy out. But we're not good right now. We're in a not very good situation. And like we said, so now we have two guys in this gap, and the safety has to fit right here, and he's late. He needs to fit right now. He should have nothing to do with this guy going across the field. Absolutely nothing. That's not his man. That's either, like we said, 50 or 14's man. He needs to be seeing his 2 is blocking. You need to go right now. You need to go get into the fit right now. You shouldn't be side shuffling. You should be entering the fit right now. And although he does make a nice tackle and a nice hit, that should not be 5 yards down the field. That should be a TFL or a tackle for no yards. He should be downhill right now. His key needs to be faster, 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 and go. So now it might be first down. 3rd and 2. Okay, so that was a 6-yard gain on 2nd and 8. It really should be 3rd and 6. It should have been like a no more than a 2-yard gain. Okay, so now we're looking at 3rd and 2, which is a not great situation for a defense to be in, because we don't know if they're going to run the ball. We don't know if they're going to throw the ball. They have their whole playbook really to use at their disposal. They brought in a new quarterback. This is the kid that we drafted in Pittsburgh, Lindsey Scott, who's a dynamic runner. Okay, so I'm seeing that right now. I'm thinking I'm probably getting an RPO or a QB designed run. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. They're not going to bring in this kid to throw the ball. Probably not. Just based on their offense. They'd probably keep the guy that's playing for the Chargers now to throw the ball. So I'm thinking it's going to be a QB designed run. And I know that he came in because the other quarterback's not in. So, like, I got that information before I called my play. I would probably have a set amount of calls that I'm going to call for him, because I know that he's going to run the ball. So I would personally call zone plays so I can have eyes on him and not man, because if I call man, then he's going to run away from me. So, like, I would probably call cover 6, potentially cover 3, or Tampa. That would probably be the world that I would live in. If I wanted to pressure him, I would probably call fire zone. But I wouldn't call man. And I definitely wouldn't call 2-man. So here, it looks like we're getting some form of pressure because we have 5 down linemen right here. He's got to go down and cover this guy unless he's going to turn out and cover him and play some sort of 2-man. But I imagine he's going to come down here and they're going to do some sort of single high pressure. Or they're trying to check. I'm not sure what they're trying to get to right now, but they're showing pressure. All right, so we're going to get this tight end coming in motion. He's walking down. So it looks like they're just running like what I would call saw 1. 5-man pressure, cover 1. And these guys need to be talking about these 2 guys. All right, so we're getting split zone RPO, right? Split zone RPO. He hands it. Probably should have kept it because he could have cut up right there and probably hit his head in the goalpost. But he hands it off for whatever reason. Okay, we get a stop, maybe. We'll see what happens. It's close. We'll see where they spot it. Yeah, I don't know what their check is, but like we said, they're just going like tight saw 1, if you will. Split zone, how it fits. He needs to fall back with that guy. He needs to fit right there. So our fits aren't great. So what should happen in this situation, I'm assuming they're calling tight saw 1. Either way, it doesn't matter. Whatever the call is, if it's a blitz or not, it doesn't really matter. Hey, Hockey, I appreciate the prime. I appreciate that a lot. That's love right there. I appreciate that. So how we're looking at this right now, all right, this safety needs to fit outside of the tight end. That's his coverage. He needs to fit outside of his tight end, and it looks like he's shaded weak. So I'm assuming he's in this A gap and he's in this A gap, but it doesn't matter. These 2 guys are responsible for both of these gaps. He's right there, what we call wing busting. He's in the B gap. He's in the B gap, and he's off the edge. Yeah, that's what's up. That's love, man. That's love. I really appreciate that. But now, as this guy falls back, he's creating a gap over here. So 24 needs to fall back into this open gap, which is the A gap, which we talked about number 5 having. And number 5 has to fall back over to this side. Because all we're saying is, from this picture, this guy's lined up right here. So 24 is fitting outside of him. And now, all that happens is he ends up over here. So now, he just becomes, hey, Spartan Dog with the follow. Salute. That's love. Shout out to Big Uzi. He needs to fall back to the A gap, and he needs to fall back over here. So, like, we're not gapped out. Let's see if he cuts. Really, what should happen on offense is he should either cut back right here, the running back, or the QB should keep it and hit this gap. But somebody, the ball should hit right here, because this team is not gapped out, because these two guys are clearly in the same gap. He ends up falling to where he needs to get, number 5 does. But it might be too late. He needs to go there sooner. So they gave him the first down. All right, they gave him the first down there, and they come out and empty. All right, Memphis might have an empty check. It could be Tampa. It could be pressure. It could be cover 3. I don't know. I don't know if they have an empty check. They might just play the call. But right now they're showing quarters, potentially. They're showing that too high shell, which is good. I like that. It could be quarters. It could be cover 3. He could be rolling down right here. But with where he's at, it looks like some form of quarters. Potentially they're playing palms over here. Where he's at, he's slightly outside of 2, so we could be getting like what we call mini, where he's locking 1 and we're playing palms on the inside 2 with these 3. And these guys are playing palms over here. That's what it looks like right now, off jump. But no, with him squared up, we're probably playing quarters over here and palms over here, if I had to guess right now. All right, so yeah, they're playing quarters at the top, and they're playing palms at the bottom. All right, so, I mean, yeah, man, film study is always good. We're looking at, I don't know either of these teams, like, what they're calling, or I haven't looked at this film yet, but we're just talking through it, talking football. It's typically not that hard to understand. So like we said, they're playing quarters up top, palms down here. Some form, they might be playing cover 6 where they're playing quarters and they're playing cover 2, but for all intents and purposes, this looks like palms to me. It could be 6 with how he opened up. It could be 6, but it's the same thing. All right, that's going to be open. Just a quick out of 2. He's going to sit down in the zone. That's going to be open. Hey, man, if they're going to complete this all the way down the field, we're going to have to call something different. All right? They're going to complete passes in coverage. Like, in zone coverages, there's going to be holes. And you just got to move the holes around enough to not get hit all the way down the field. Move the stress around. All right? So, like we said, we're playing quarters up top. We look pretty good up here. We're doing a good job down here. And this is just a hole in the defense. Good tackle by 28. All right, hey, play the next snap. If they're going to do that all the way down the field, we're going to have to call something different. I think 21 was a pretty good receiver, if I recall. I think that's the Burnett. I don't remember what his first name was, but I think that's his name. I think he was a good player. All right, so now I wish the scoreboard was correct. It's like 2nd and 4, maybe. 2nd and 3. All right, so now I think they're in 11 personnel. I think this is Sal Cannella. I think he's playing for the Buccaneers now. He's a very good tight end. Very good tight end. He's a good athlete, good in space. So I think this is 11 personnel. And we're not lined up, obviously. We're not lined up at all. We need one of these guys out here, and we need one of these guys out here. Like, we're struggling right now. All right, so we're showing Tampa right now, or we're showing quarters, one of the two. We're showing too high. but he needs to probably bump out a little bit because my 2 is on the outside of the numbers. If I'm playing Tampa, I'm decent, but I probably want to take like another step out, just based on field spacing. All right, so they're playing. Maybe they're playing just straight up cover 2, which is fine too. We're all playing like vision on the quarterback type coverage. That's cool. I think that's what they're playing. I would call this like wild. 52 wild is my terminology. That's kind of what it looks like, but maybe not. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, probably. That's fine. We just got to get these guys in the fit now. Our overhang players got to get into the fit. It looks like we're not gapped out. All right, so now, if we are going to run this okay. So if we're going to run this coverage now, this guy over here, who's my overhang over here, he needs to either fit into this gap right here, or we need to make a check to get him to ram into this gap so it falls off the shelf to this guy. All right? Now, for me, in my defense, how we run things, we're usually in an odd front, okay? So when we're in an odd front, we're going to be head up on the center. We're going to be head up right here. We're going to be head up right here. And then we're also going to have, in this situation, since we're saying the passing strength is over here, because this was a tight end to this side, we're going to have an overhang right where 42 is. All right? But the difference is going to be this. So 42 is going to have this gap. He's just going to be slightly right here, and he's going to have this B gap. This guy is going to be right here, and he's going to have one of these A gaps, leaving number 5 to have the other A gap, right? But this guy is going to be head up right here. So he's going to have the B gap. Oops, I'm sorry. He's going to have the B gap right here. And now my nickel, who's over here, he's off the edge. So he doesn't have to go all the way into the B gap to get there. You can run this, but if like what we're saying, if we're going to run this, you probably want to put him in that B gap somehow. Get a check. Often it's called a RAM call, RAM, to put him inside, or a spike, often used like that. I think spike sometimes with a 1 technique, and RAM is with a 3 technique. Whatever, it's just words. You need to get this guy into that B gap, long story short. Because now, look how open that gap is, and this is his gap. This is number 7's gap. That's a hard tackle to make, because really, he's got to fit in one of these gaps right here. This guy's got to fit over here, and he's really our extra fitter on this side. And so we're not gapped out, because that's not 5's gap. That is this guy's gap. So we're not gapped out. He's got to be over here. That's his gap. It ends up getting to number 50, but like that's a 10-yard gain on 2nd and 2. Like, we don't want that. We're not gapped out. All right. So now we're looking at 11 personnel, 4 strong again. I'm thinking some form of RPO again. I'm thinking like zone read action with Y arrow. I'm thinking zone read Y pop. I'm thinking zone read double slant. That's what I'm thinking. On 1st and 10, when I get 4 strong, I'm always thinking RPO, because that's just a big RPO formation. That's what I'm thinking right now. However, he looks deep, and it looks like he's looking back, so he might be motioning back across this way, just based on his depth and everything that he's doing. And he's pretty tight as well. Like, his foot is on his foot. So if I had to guess right now, I would say he's probably motioning back across the formation. We are showing cover 4. Potentially, we're going to roll down to cover 3. That's kind of what it looks like right here. I think he's going to go to the middle of the field, and he's going to go down. If he motions across, we might switch it. All right, so the tight end staying. All right, so tight end staying right there. We rolled down to cover 3 or cover 1, one of the two. But we're getting play action. All right, play action shot. 4 verticals against cover 3. So we're not carrying the vertical in this defense for whatever reason. He should carry this guy. Well, maybe they don't carry. I don't know. I don't know how their defense is set up, but I would like him to carry this. Personally, I want my strong curl flat to carry, and it just runs away from the corner. He needs to be inside leverage and on top. That's just not a good rep from the corner. I don't like his technique. I don't like that he's looking back at the ball when he's beat. I would like him to be inside and stay inside. I would like the safety to have a little bit more depth. Stay center field for a little bit longer, which would help if we had this guy carrying. I like what this guy's doing back here, number 5. I like that. Flipping his hips and getting underneath that guy. But if we're carrying here, then it would allow this guy to be more in the middle of the field, and he could push to 1 and potentially make a play. But that's not a good rep from that corner. He ends up getting the ball out, so I'm sorry you ended up making the play, but I didn't like the technique on it, personally. I don't like this either. We talked about that. I don't like these 2 open gaps. If it's third down, I'm thinking pass. Okay, put him out there. But, like, on a potential rundown, I don't want him outside. That's just too much air. Block here, block here, gone. Like, I just don't like it. Or even block back to here, climb up right now, block out, one-on-one with the safety. Don't love that either. Ends up making the play, but don't love it. Don't love it. 2nd and 10. 4 strong again. RPO alert. They're probably switching. They're pretty close, so like mesh, how tight he is. He's a little bit tighter than he's been. He's probably going under. He's probably running like a over the ball. He's probably going under some form of mesh. Him going out to the flat. I don't know, maybe a post, maybe a fade. I'm not sure what he's going to do. But I would say mesh, some sort of inside drive, some sort of guys crossing underneath here. All right, we're showing quarters right here. Quarters or cover 2 potentially, but yeah, with how he's playing, we're probably playing cover 2. Or like 3 kick. He could be playing there, he could be going there, and he could be over here. I don't know what they do on defense. I don't know if 3 kick is part of their playbook. But here we're looking at either cover 2 or 3 kick, probably. Cover 6, maybe. So this looks like 2. This looks like Tampa with how he's opening up. I don't like him opening up this way. He should open up to the passing strength. So here, that's interesting. I didn't think they would do this. With this condensed split, they're running a China concept out here. This is an interesting way to get to it. They're running the 7 cut and a hitch, and he was running the over the ball, and I think he was running the 7 cut too. So usually they condense to run underneath, or they condense to expand. Here they condense to expand. They're running like a form of what I would call dice, because you're putting 5 points on a dice. 1, he's really out here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why we call this concept dice. This would be like dice 7s. Usually it's run with 1 sitting down on a curl and 2 and 3, or 2 going to the flat and 2 going to the flat and 3 going over the ball. Some people call it Hank. I call it dice. Same thing. But I didn't expect them to get to that from this formation. We're running Tampa here, and if we're running Tampa, there's going to be holes in the defense. Just we gotta tackle the catch, and see, that's not good. If we tackle the catch right here, it's 2nd down. If we tackle the catch, then it's going to be 3rd and 3. All right? We can live with 3rd and 3. We can live with 3rd and 4. But what we can't do is miss a tackle, and now I got a 1st down. That's bad. That looks bad. That looks really bad. Missing tackles is not good. Yeah. All right, so now we're looking at 1st and 10 on the 16. So we're getting into the red zone area now. All right, 4 strong again. Wider splits from these guys. So something's probably going on. Why are these guys so wide? I don't know. Maybe they're going to run a tunnel screen, block, him go underneath for a little bubble screen RPO or a now screen RPO, something like that perhaps. With that width from those guys, we're showing, I would say probably, I don't know what they're doing here. Cover 4 maybe, cover 3. Maybe he's going to roll down. I'm not sure. This is weird because he's pretty tight. You'd think he'd be a little bit wider. Maybe they're playing box. I'm not sure what they're doing up here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they're playing quarters. But like I said, I didn't know what they were doing, but I knew it didn't look good, right? Because I said he's a little tight. What do? They just take the free access right here because he's too tight. If he's a little bit wider, then they can't throw that ball. They have to hand it off, and he can come and make the tackle here. But, like, it's the little things, man. Like, he's too tight. And, like, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I call this play and I'm like, I see this alignment, I'm talking to the quarterback and I'm saying, you have the now to Sal. You have the now to the tight end right here. Because he's not going to be able to run down that fast and he's not going to be able to get out there that fast. Like, just catch, turn, throw. You have that right now because of our alignment. Like, our alignment's bad. And so now that's a completion of 6 yards on 1st down that we just gave them by alignment. They're probably playing like Colt, where these guys are like robber players or something like that. Who knows? So now we got 2nd and 4 on the 10. 4 strong again. All right, this team loves 4 strong. With the tight end on the backside, we're showing single high, so we're probably thinking one cut, where he's going to cut to the passing strength, and then one of these. Oh, I'm sorry, no, we're showing pressure. So he's got the tight end, he's got the back. He's got the back, and then these 3 guys are manned up here, and he's our post safety. We're showing pressure here. So be alert for pick routes. This looks like the other quarterback. Dumb question here. What's the difference between regular cover 2 and Tampa 2? Regular cover 2, you're not going to have a middle runner. Whereas Tampa, he's going to like open his hips to speed and run down the middle of the field and be responsible for the vertical of 2. Where if you're running regular cover 2, all 3 of your underneath guys are just going to drop to like 12 to 15 yards and be eyes on quarterback. Tampa will help you with the seams, whereas true cover 2 will help you more with like underneath stuff. But that's the major difference, is the middle runner. That's really the only difference. Sometimes what I was talking about earlier when I said 52 wild, that's like a form of 2, but that's like trap 2, and I have like all 3 of those underneath players, not the 2 corners. The corners are playing like trap on 1 or on 2, and then my 3 underneath guys are running with verticals. If it breaks out, they're gonna zone off, but it's like a form of cover 2, I guess. I don't know. I'll see if I can find a clip of that at some point. All right, this is the new quarterback. This is the athletic guy. They're probably going to do some zone read with him. Some give him options. All right, we're playing man. All right, we said that already. We're playing a man pressure because we got 5 guys in the pressure. This guy, you can't do this. You have to take the bubble. This is your man. You're playing man to man. You're not in the run fit. We have enough guys in the run fit. He's in the run fit. You got to go cover this guy. We don't have numbers now. Block. Nobody there for him. Arlington is bad now. I mean, either one of two things has to happen. He needs to catch this ball and go here, or number 8 needs to go block this guy. He's just chilling. I don't know what he's doing. He needs to go block. He needs to go outside and follow his blockers. But Arlington kind of just gifted them one here because they win. Arlington wins right now. Blocker, guys running inside out shouldn't catch him. One, the ball's not great. It's not a great ball. He should try to lead him outside. But this guy has no business doing this. You have man coverage responsibilities. So, like we said, Arlington just gifted him this. But that's not a good play on defense. That's not good. This is also not good. We have 3 guys. We have 3 defenders outside of their number 1. Okay, this is not a good picture. No matter what defense you're running, this is not a good picture. We have 3 hats outside of 1. So, assuming, I'm trying to even figure this out. It would be him in this gap, him in this gap, him here, and him here to be gapped out. There's no easy way to slice this to get gapped out. Let's see if we move. No, we don't. Okay, so they end up being okay, kind of, because this guy gets reached. But he's not trying to get reached. He's trying to stay outside. They end up being okay, but he has to get either there or there. One of the two. And he really needs to get here. 5 ends up being alright. And 21 ends up being okay too. And this guy wraps. So we end up being okay, but we just get there from a really disadvantageous spot. Alright? He should be right here. 50 should be where 52 is. 52 should be probably head up on this guy, playing the C gap. He's playing the B gap. And now my corner is playing the A gap. So, I don't like that, but at least we're gapped out. Or what you could do is put him, 50, head up on the tight end, put 52 head up on this guy, and then bump him down to the A gap. But, we're calling some sort of pressure, and it's not very good for this formation. So, Arlington could have scored a lot of ways on this play, but they ended up not, which I guess is why they were not very good either. But now we're looking at 3rd down. Is this 3rd down already? Goodness gracious. Okay, so they're coming out in 12 personnel, 4 strong. He looks like he's coming back. His eyes are back here. He's deep. Either he's going to motion or he's going to come back underneath on the snap. But I think he's probably coming back. We're showing quarters. We're showing Tampa. We're showing too high on defense. All right, so there's the motion. He's going out. What are we playing? We're playing Tampa. Probably, yeah. Looks like we're playing some form of Tampa. That's a good rep of Tampa. That's what we want to happen. We want to force a check down. I don't like this guy. You can't back up into the end zone. Don't backpedal. Same thing for him. You're getting too deep. If he just turns around and sits down right here, it's a touchdown. Quarterback should throw this one right here. That's a touchdown. He's got him wide open. This guy's 5 yards deep in the end zone. That's not covered. This guy's too deep as well. He's looking for work somewhere. I don't know where he's looking. I have no idea where this guy's looking. Where's he looking? He's looking maybe this guy. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. This guy's open. This guy's open. This guy was open. But we take the check down. I mean, Arlington wasn't good either, so that makes sense. We can't get lined up. All right, now we're okay. Same thing, though. I don't like him being outside here. Put him right here. Maybe right there. But he's too wide. I guess it's 3rd down, but it's not 3rd and goal. I think it's only like 3rd and 1. Oh, it's first and goal. Well, then I don't like that at all. Yeah, first and goal, right there. Put him in this gap. All right, so Arlington should have scored twice now. And, like, this is the other thing I don't like. This, I get that this isn't a scrambler, but, like, he could scramble. Whatever. I'm not calling defense, so I can't say what they're doing. Second and goal. It's not on the 9. Second and goal from... was there a penalty? Whatever. Second and goal from the 9. 11 personnel, 4 strong. They like this 4 strong. This is the other quarterback. This is the running quarterback, right? We're sending this guy in motion, going back, probably going to get zone read, bubble, or pop pass to the tight end. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pop pass to this guy. Window candy coming out here. Try to get this guy to expand, throw this ball right here. I bet that's what they're going to do. Try to throw it to the tight end. I told you. Bro, see, it's not that hard, man. Like, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Goodness gracious, man. I don't know who Arlington's coordinator is. I've watched maybe some stuff of them on TV in the spring when they were playing, but, like, football is not that hard. I promise you. 4 strong. Like we said, this is the running quarterback, so they want to give him RPO easy reads. Bring this guy in, window candy. Going back out. Get this guy to expand, sneak him out right here, wide pop, touchdown. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I promise you. It's not that hard. Goodness gracious. This makes me upset. Bad defense makes me really mad, if you haven't been able to tell yet. And, like, how we're looking right here, this guy has no business being in here. That's not your fit. Your fit is off of this guy. Your fit is off of him. He's in this C gap. He's in the B gap. He's in the A gap, B gap, C gap. We are gapped out. You have no reason whatsoever to at all go into the run. We don't need you. We don't need you in the fit. You need to fit outside of him. This is your fit. And if your eyes are right, if your eyes are where they're supposed to be on your coverage, then you'll get a pick. The ball will hit you in the face. But your eyes aren't right. You're looking at the running back. He don't got the ball. That's not your play to make anyway. We're gapped out. Gap. He needs to do a better job of surfing. Well, he's fine because this guy doesn't have the ball. But really, that's his play to make on the cutback, not yours. Your play is right here. And, like, looking, I don't know who 14 is. I'm not attacking 14 as a person. But, like, as a player, you are what you put on tape. And, like, I see him looking around like he doesn't even know what happened. Like, that's not good. Time to open house. Thanks for the info. Yeah, that's facts. Have fun at the open house. School starting is wild. Time's out there at 5 o'clock. Yeah, that makes sense. Exciting times. All right, so now we're getting the 2-point conversion from the 5. I believe is what this is. So we're getting empty. We're showing man. Cut. So probably 2 is a running back. That's a linebacker, I'm guessing. Safety. It's 11 personnel. This is a throwing quarterback. So he's either going to cut this way and he's going to cut that way, or he's going to cut that way and he's going to cut this way. I'm almost positive. Unless he's going to pressure, which he might. But typically, one of these guys is going to cut one way. We might get pressure. If they're in 2-3s, it's probably pressure. All right, so... Goodness gracious. We're playing outside leverage. Clearly here. So he's expecting help from this guy. He gets it. He gets his help. We're playing inside over here, so I don't know. Maybe he's a low hole player. But then 28 just gets beat. He's playing too low on that guy. And he's trying to get too handsy. He misses and he gets beat. And that guy makes a nice catch. That's not a good rep either. I don't like that. That's not a good rep. I like at the top though. I like 21 at the top. That's a nice rep. So look at the difference because they're running the same route. They're running like this wrap route. They're running the same route. I like what this guy is doing. He's inside. He's underneath. He's using the end line as the last defender. And yeah, that guy kind of slips. But I like his positioning. See how he's right in his hip pocket as opposed to this guy being behind and panicking. I like the rep from 21 up there. I don't like the rep from 28 down here. And I don't know who these guys are. Like I'm not attacking them personally. I promise you. I'm just talking about the tape. I don't love the disguise right here. There's no really reason for it. Because the only thing that's going to happen with him disguising here is he's going to shoot. He's going to look here, and then he's just going to go right back here. Like, it shouldn't do much. Yeah. Like, it didn't do much. I mean, whatever. I'm not mad, but... All right, so Memphis went down and kicked a field goal. They didn't score there? That wasn't a 2-point conversion? Did he not catch the ball? What happened? Why is the score still 6-3? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. All right. So this looks like the normal quarterback. This is Perez, the starter. We're getting 3-by-1. He's looking back. He might come in motion. He's kind of deep. He might go back across the formation. Those are what we're looking at right now. What are we showing? We're showing pressure. Potentially, we're in like a five down front, 3-4. Maybe we're in base, I don't know, or in penny. If this is a tight safety, I don't know, but we're showing 3-4. If this is a safety, then we're just in nickel. I can't tell who that is. I don't know their personnel. But we're showing cover 3. Like, we're not hiding. We're playing cover 3. We're showing cover 3. We're showing man. We're showing pressure. One of the three. All right, now they're running an RPO, and they're running the glance because there's nobody right here. He's reading this guy, probably, and he's just gonna throw the glance. That ball's got to have a little bit more oomph on it, and that guy doesn't want to catch the ball. But I'm not mad at what the safety does. 24, that's not a bad rep. He would have missed a tackle probably, but at least he comes downhill. They're running split zone. So, I don't know what they're doing here. He's there at 14. That's a safe. I think that's a safety. So they're in nickel. He's there in that gap. He's there. He's there. There. So we don't really like. I think we're running pressure 1 or we're running fire zone. One of the two. But like he looks like he's in the pressure. All these guys do. But we're not good because we're not gapped out. Same thing. We end up being okay if he hits that gap, but like we're not great. Receiver alligator armed it. Quarterback needs to put a little bit more juice on it too. 2nd and 10. I still don't know why that wasn't a 2-point conversion. We got 11 personnel. That looks like the tight end. If they're going tackle over, kind of. Yeah, it must be because these guys are off the ball. That's a tight end. All right. Oh, that's what he was saying. He was pointing new center. 99 is pointing new center to this guy because this is a tight end, so they're unbalanced. Cool, we got the new center check. We're showing same thing, cover 3, or we're showing pressure. Pin pull, Someone makes a good play. Let's see what we got here. So we got the new center. So what we're saying is now this is the center, this is the guard, tackle, tight end. That's all we're saying. New center. This is the guy. So we're gap. He needs to be in this gap. He needs to be here. He needs to be here. The nose needs to be here, and 24 needs to be here. I don't love that, but that's how we're fitting right now. 24 is going to fit in the A gap. Safety in the A gap. Love it. I don't know if he knows that, though. I don't know if he knows that. And now with the puller, 24 got to fall back, brother. you got to go over here. 24 needs to fit right here. So if this guy on the edge, 50, doesn't make a tremendous play, and the other thing is, too, if this quarterback can run, he's going to pull it and go. But unless they're doing a certain technique where you can have this guy take the dive and him take the pull, which they could be doing, and what I'm saying is not correct in my fit, they could be doing that. If they're doing that, then he's right and the DN's right. But if they're not doing that, then they're in trouble. Because if that DN doesn't make a tremendous play, 14's gonna have a hard time making this tackle. That's a hard tackle if this guy is just having to make this play in space on this running back. And 24 is a DB. I don't like DBs fitting in the box like this, in this, like right here, because you got to react to pullers, and DBs aren't used to doing that. Like we said, right now his fit's right here in this A gap. Now, when this puller happens, 99's got to pop into this A gap. 42's got to get right here, and 50's got to be here. So he's got to go all the way and fall back to right there. That's not easy for a DB. Someone that's not used to doing that. So, like, I don't love that, personally. But it is what it is. All right, so now we're showing pressure. We can't get lined up. It's 3rd and 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. We're in dime, maybe, because that's a DB. We're probably in dime here. 4 down linemen and a linebacker. 23 can't get lined up. He doesn't know what he's doing. What are we doing? What are we running? Tampa? What are we doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. He should probably, yeah. That's not a good look. All right, we're running dime pressure. I could tell something was weird here because he started to hear, and I don't know, that's because what he's thinking is, oh, I'm going to disguise like we're blitzing, like I'm blitzing, but we're pressuring over here. We want to disguise over here. So what you would want to do in this situation, instead of him disguising where we're blitzing, what we would like to do is have these guys, 23 and this guy, be on the same page with this guy, and have him look like he's blitzing right here, him look like he's blitzing over here, him showing like I'm covering this blitz, and him in the middle of the field, instead of this right here where it's like, yeah, okay, he's blitzing. If we would flip the picture, then it looks like they're blitzing over here, and they might slide the line that way, and then we get a free hitter on the back of the quarterback. But, like, we're not disguised here. So, like, I don't know what we're doing on defense. We're pressed across the board. So we're going to get picked. We're not disguising our pressure well. We're showing that he's blitzing with him sitting in no man's land. We're going to get picked. And they complete the pass. Oh, gross. He's got to get all the way here. He's got to get there. Unless he's going up the field and he's going there and he's going underneath. Let's see what they do. What's their pattern? 50's got the back. Okay, so he's going up the field. He's going A-gap. He's going here. But, like, you see the running back? The running back knows where the blitz is coming from. He picks it up because we didn't disguise at all. He needs to add to his coverage. He does, but just too late. We're getting PI all the way down the field. Goodness gracious. Yikes. All right, 1st and 10. Can't get lined up. Why are we having so much trouble getting lined up now? We're showing Tampa. We're showing cover 4. We're showing 2 high of some sort. Maybe we're playing a form of cover 6. I don't know. Because we're playing it almost like wild down here. Where he's turning and running with this guy. But we're playing like quarters up here. And he's not playing like half. So I don't know what coverage we're playing here. I have no idea what coverage we're playing here. It looks like quarters. Maybe he's just playing it wrong. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what they're doing down here. They're just running like touchdown, check down. Come back over here. One's got a lot of armbands on. First and 10, move the chains. 4 strong, alert RPO. Slot fade. Underneath, slant, something like that maybe. I don't know. 2 on the ball with the flip. He's a little bit tighter than he normally is, I think. He's deep. He could be coming back. Probably not, though, because usually if he's coming back, the back's on the opposite side. He's been deep. Maybe he just likes to be deeper. But we're showing either he's going to walk down to play cover 3, or we're playing like quarters or some sort. So he's walking down, so we're playing cover 3. And he's coming back. We're running counter OY with the RPO up top. Going to hand it off. Yikes, we must be not gapped out. Let's see. So, as we say right now, he's got to fit in this gap. We don't like that. We want him right there. So, he's got to fit there. He's got to fit there. He's got to fit there, there. However, they're pulling. He's blocking back. He's pulling. He's probably climbing up to here. And he's pulling. So, with that being said now, he can't get reached. Number 5. Can't get reached by the tackle. But, since we don't have anybody right here, the tackle can just run up there right now. We don't have anyone covering him. And now, he can't get reached, and he's got to fall back. So let's see what happens. I don't think that happens. 5 does. I think I would like, I don't know why, I would like him to climb. Leave this guy unblocked. He's not going to make that tackle on this guy. He's just not. Because look, he's not even rushing. I would climb up to 5. But whatever, it doesn't matter what I would do. I'm not the coach. He's got to keep going. 24's got to get right there. That's probably where the ball hits. He's got to. That's 24's gap. That's where it hits. All right? But he's too deep, and he's late. Because that's not his gap. He's going to this gap. He's going here because he sees air. But that's not air because 94 is right there. 94 is in that gap. That is his gap. And that's too many yards. And so, like, yeah, you can say, like, oh, yeah, we made the tackle. But, like, that's the difference between a 0-yard gain and an 8-yard gain. So, like, if you want me to, I can put up the Mahler's film and I can show you how it's actually supposed to fit. But that's neither here nor there. Hold on one second. Bro, I got politician people at my door. She got a Carrie Lake hat on. Don't leave nothing on my door. No politics. Sorry for the interruption. Apologies for the interruption. All right, so let's get back into this. So now we're at the top of the second quarter. I can't tell if this is two actual running backs or if it's a receiver back there. I can't tell. I don't have their depth chart, but I know that this is the other quarterback. This is the running quarterback, and it looks like 20 personnel. It looks like 20 personnel. I don't know if this guy kind of looks like he could be a tight end though, so it could be 21. I don't know. I'm just looking at the formation. It's a 20 personnel formation. They look like they're in nickel, so it's probably a receiver. I don't know. We're showing cover 3. We're showing 4 down cover 3. And we think that this guy's going to run the ball because he's a runner. That's a good snap. Let's see what it looks like from the tight. Are we gapped out or did someone just make a play? All right, we're trying to get lined up. We're having a really hard time getting lined up for whatever reason. But these 3 guys are responsible for this gap, and whatever extra gap that one of these running backs creates. So we end up being pretty good. Gap, 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 gap. Really, he needs to be here, and he needs to be here. But like, we end up being pretty good. Can't be mad at that. All right, so now we're in third medium. They go empty again. What are we going to do this time? We're showing cover 2. Showing cover 2 or cover 4. Oh my, that's not good. Quarterback just didn't see it, I guess. That's a good scramble drill from that receiver, though. 7, I don't like his technique. What are we playing here? Quarters, probably. Quarters, but potentially like mini, where he's going to take 2 vertical. I just don't love his technique. Like, you don't need to be grabbing. He's too handsy. What's up, Apple? Apple Man 20s? What's good? Just looking at some not great defensive football right now, unfortunately. '50s leaning, grabbing, that's a mismatch. 80's a good tight end. Like, I will say that 80 is a very good tight end. I'm not taking anything away from him, but 50 just looks not good. That's a bad matchup. And that was a good play by number 3, but number 7, I didn't like his technique either. All right, so now it's a 2-point conversion again. They're going to shift. We're playing man because my linebacker is going out here with a running back, so I know it's man. Memphis defense was bad all season long. Yeah, I'm finding that out. So last time we played man, this guy got help from this guy. So he was playing outside leverage, and he cut it, and he was just playing a low hole player, and these guys were playing inside. So let's see what happens this time. Looks like similar thing. That's going to happen if you're playing inside, but you can't back up into the red zone. That's what we talked about the last one, right? You can't back up if you're playing in the tight red zone area. You cannot back up. So red zone DB technique. If you're playing man, once you get to like the 10-yard line, you have to split the difference. All right? What I mean by that is the ball is on the 5-yard line right now. The receiver, number 2, is on the 6-yard line. The DB should be no deeper than the 2-yard line, and do not back up. Inside foot up, do not back up, because you're going to back up into the end zone and he's going to turn around and catch a ball right in front of you. All right, so he's on the goal line. He's already too deep. But if you're going to be on the goal line, you better not step back into the end zone. He takes 2 steps back in the end zone. The receiver breaks, and he just can't get there. Like, that's just not good technique at all. You got to have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. He's just out there covering. If they ran a slant, yeah, he might make the play, but they're not going to run a slant versus inside leverage when you've already shown that you're going to be inside leverage in this look. Empty. They ran it the first 2-point conversion. Same look. We didn't change anything. We got beat both times. Now we're going to fight because we got beat. It's not good. It's not a good look, man. All right, we're going to watch maybe one more drive. This is giving me anxiety. All right, we're getting 4 strong. Or not 4 strong. We're getting trip speed. This is a shot. This must have been sudden change. Right now, I'm telling my defense shot. And the play that I'm expecting, all right, I don't know these teams, but I'm thinking a 7 cut, a flat, and 1 and 2 going under. All right, that's just what this formation is telling me. Maybe he won't cut to the 7. Maybe he'll go here based on this guy's leverage. But it's probably going to be a vertical and a flat and a vertical of some sort by 3. All right, unless they motion. Let's see what happens. What are we running on defense? We're running single high. We're not disguising anything. Someone's got to go cover this guy because nobody has him right now. You better go get there. No one's got 3. We're in trouble. All right, they run the bubble. Goodness gracious. All right, so we're already so messed up. Nobody has 3. They're running bubble post wheel. All right, post wheel bubble. We don't have any, goodness gracious. Who has 3? Yeah, that was the turnover on, you saw right there. That's the turnover. All right, so once again, we're not gapped out. Somebody needs to be over here on 3. You need to be out here in space. You need to be right here, and you need to be right here. We have 3 guys outside of 1 again. This is driving me crazy. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got an extra guy. All right. We need to have him here. Really, him here. This guy should be right here in this gap. This guy should be right here in this gap. And 50 needs to go cover number 3. We got so many problems right now. We're not aligned right. We don't have anybody on 3. What are we doing? What coverage are we possibly running right here? Maybe these 2 guys are playing off of these 2 guys, but then this guy needs to go over here into this gap, and this guy needs to go here, or he needs to cover this guy. I don't know. This is not good. They could have scored a multitude of ways on this play. He ends up trying to get out there, but you're not even close to your work. You don't have a gap, bro. You need to go out here, and you need to be in this gap, and you need to be right here. He ends up getting almost to where he needs to be, but he should be right here, and he needs to be out here. This is bad ball. All right, so he stepped out of bounds. He didn't score. We got another snap. 1st and goal from the 1. Let's see what we do. They're giving us heavy personnel. They're giving us, what is this? 13 heavy, 22 heavy. There's no receivers on the field. 23 heavy. All right. Whoa. No shot. What are we doing? We don't have any A gap. He's head up. We don't have anyone in these 2 gaps. And they still don't run the ball there. Goodness gracious. Look, what are we doing? The ball is on the 1 yard line, and we have 2 open gaps. We have 3 players outside of the entire formation over here. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got a corner right here. We got a corner off the screen. So we have 1, 2, 3 players outside of this guy. And we have 1, 2, 3 players outside of this guy. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players for our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 6 O linemen. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could even count him. 7. You could even count him. 8. All right, let's count how many players are inside of these 8 O linemen. Plus 9, plus 10, plus 11. Inside of this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside of this guy, 5. We have 6 players outside of their 11. We have 5 players on the 1 yard line. The 1 yard line. Bro. He's got to get here. 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 Here. Oops, sorry. He's got to get really like here maybe. But we still got to fit off these 2 guys. This is out unbelievable. He could have scored. He could have scored here, and he could still follow his blockers and score. This is outrageous. This is unbelievable. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 3.5, 5, 4.5, 5.5. 5.5 players outside of 11. Like, I don't know, like, I don't get it. I don't get this picture. Yeah. I can only imagine watching Houston tape then. If this is like it's one thing to not like to get beat and to like the running back ran over our guy or the running back made our guy miss. I can live with that all day. All day I can live with that. If they out athlete us, their receiver jumped up, caught the ball over our head. Hey man, we got to make the play. Sometimes they're going to make the play. They get paid too. But to this right here, you're not putting the players in a position to win. Because you can't win. When you're, like, this is just based on scheme. You can't win here. Unless someone he splits a double team and defeats the fullback and also makes the tackle. You can't count on that. Like, what? That's wild. That's wild. Wow. 20-3. Yikes. 2-point conversion. They're in 22 personnel again. They gotta throw the ball, yeah. Like, okay. And this is the other thing. You really think they're gonna run the ball on 4th and 5 from the 4th and goal from the 5, which is this is a 2-point play. You think that they're gonna run a toss from the 5-yard line? I mean, 5 does a pretty good job, but just runs away from him. Like, this is disheartening. Like, you can't be surprised that they're running a toss pass. Why are they in 22 personnel? On a 2-point conversion from the 5. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Damn. All right, they get the ball in advantageous situation again. All right, we're showing him cover 3. He's rolling down. He's probably going to the post. I'm depressed now from watching this. It could be playing cover 6. I don't know. Playing cover 6. There's run under boot. Get the guy ball in space. This is killing me. Missing tackles. But it's not even him. Like, he's not... The quarterback has missed throws. He hasn't done anything at all. Memphis has been not fitting correctly, not covering people. Like, I haven't seen the quarterback do one thing that I'm like, ooh, that's a good play. Like, he hasn't done anything. And I'm not saying, like, no disrespect to him at all. He's just doing what they're telling him to do. But, like, can't get lined up. We're getting lined up late. All right, so we're in 11 personnel 2x2. We're showing him probably cover 3. He's in the middle field. He's going to roll down because we're not showing cover 2 or else he would be out here or too high. We're giving him cover 3. We're telling him right now. All right, it's cover 3. 2nd and 7. Let's see how we fit. Probably not very good because maybe. They only gained 2 yards. Let's see how we fit it. Single high, single gap defense. All right, we're in our fits now. This guy's here and he's there. We're in our fits. It's just zone read. Let's see if we play downhill. Let's go 23. All right, so 99 needs to stay in his A gap. 99 needs to stay right here. We end up making the play, but 99's got to stay in his gap. 23 does a good job of making 99 right. Good play by 23. Oh, Memphis scored. All right, so they came out empty. Let's see what we're doing. Last time we're showing pressure right now. We're showing pressure. Because this guy is, one of these guys is blitzing. And one of these guys is blitzing, most likely. All right, so we're showing 5-man pressure, cover 1 is what we're showing here. Unless these guys are both just going to drop into the middle of the field, which they might. One of them might. I don't know. But we're showing pressure. And we're pressed across the line. Probably going to get picked somewhere right here. All right? Because we're all on the same level. So we're inviting somebody to get picked. Up here, we're doing a little bit better job. We're on different levels. Someone's probably going to get picked down here. Oh, would you believe that? Would you believe that? We're getting picked. Damn. You know how we could have stopped that? If we were on different levels. If we were on different levels, we could have stopped that. But nope. We all wanted to be on the same level. Playing press man. But like you said, Perez cooked this team. No, he didn't. Look, I told you before the snap what was going to happen. I said someone's going to get picked because we're all on the same level. Right now, the quarterback's saying, I didn't know the offensive route, so like I didn't know where to throw it. But like he knows that we're running double slant wheel, so I'm going to throw the wheel because I know that I'm going to get a pick route. So I'm going to throw the wheel. We're not playing Tampa because it's clearly cover 1. They might drop one of these guys into the middle of the field, but like I'm not trying to throw the ball in the middle field. I'm trying to throw the ball to the outside. Like, it's going to be open. Pressure? Yep. Pick route? Yep. Completion? Yep. Please. Oh, they called the pick route. See, they shouldn't call that. Maybe they should. 21 ran his route poorly. If he just runs a slant and doesn't try to actually, like, get in his way, if he just runs his route, he's not gonna, like, this guy is toast regardless. Just run your route, run your slant, and run into him. Don't do that and stop. See how he stops and like spins and like, ooh, I'm not trying to hit him. If you just run your slant, just run your slant. He's not gonna get there. Run your slant. Don't stop. Just run your slant. Same thing with 3. Just run your route. You don't have to pick him. He's picking himself. Run your slant. Goodness gracious. Yeah, offensive PI. Yeah, but you did that to yourself, bro. And like the other thing is too, we're sending double edge pressure, but both of these, like, you're not disguising anything because one of these two guys and one of these two guys has to go into the B gap. You're not gonna send double edge pressure, quadruple edge pressure. Like, you're not gonna do that. You're just wasting your time. Might as well line up head up on the tackle, bro. Line up head up on the tackle. Unless these guys are gonna twist, which that doesn't make any sense either. Like, you're too far away from the quarterback now. Like, line up right here, line up right here, line up right here, and line up right here, and then do your twist. But right now, like, I'm gonna go block 14, and I'm gonna go block him. I'm gonna go block that guy, and I'm gonna go block that guy, and I'm gonna be one-on-one with the nose. Like, you're not doing anything by this alignment. You're just making it harder for you to get to the quarterback. It's a bad ball, bro. All right, so now we got 3rd and 15. We got a chance because we got bailed out. All right, so now we're probably playing like robber or two-man. Potentially two-man. Looks like robber because he's probably going here and he's probably going to rob something coming inside. All right, what I would think right now is vertical, dig, out, dagger. All right, I'm thinking dagger right now just based on 3rd and 15 or triple seam. Those are the two concepts I'm thinking. Motion inside. All right, so now I'm probably not thinking dagger anymore. I'm probably thinking like an under and like here and like a wheel or something like that. But it's got to be verticals because they gotta convert. Unless there's like, how much time was left? Yeah, so they're probably not going to just punt the ball. Unless, I mean, they could. They're up 22-9. They're probably not scared of the offense either. So they're probably, shoot, let's just throw the ball deep. All right, max protection. They're going to take their shot. That's an awful ball. Goodness gracious. He doesn't have the arm strength. He can't throw the ball like that. What in the world? Oh, my goodness. I can see why this team was bad, too. What are we doing? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness gracious. They're running robber, though. Like, you can see. They're running robber. He's coming down here to play robber. This is gross. Look at that ball. What are we doing? Does he get hit? Like, what happens? And what in the... Oh, my God. Wow. They got bailed out. All right, let's see now. Well, this is the last drive we're watching because this is awful. We're showing cover 3. All right, we're not disguising anything. We're showing cover 3. And what I mean by that is, like, he could sit right here at like 12 yards deep, and he could bump out a little bit to make it look like we're playing cover 2. But now we're playing cover 3. Like, we're not disguising anything. We're just showing up. We're showing them what we're doing. Playing cover 3. Maybe we're playing man, but we're playing cover 3. This quarterback has no juice in his arm. Goodness gracious. It's a pretty good break by that corner. Well, no, it's not. It's just bad offense. This is bad ball. I wouldn't watch this game on TV. What QB is this? This is Perez, bro. Did you see the last throw on 3rd and 15? This is Perez. Look at this throw. There's no pressure. This is 3rd and 15. Look at this throw. Bro. Look at this throw. There's no pressure. Watch the play before it, though. We called it. There's no pressure. He just can't get it there. All right, but watch the play before this. All right, so that was 3rd and 15. This is 3rd and 5. All right, this is 3rd and 5. What do you think is going to happen here? Down here. So, we're obviously running man, and we're obviously pressuring because we have 5 guys right here. Bottom screen, yeah. Well, the pressure, yeah, it's pressure for sure. But this guy and this guy and this guy are all on the same level playing field, or like same plane. So like one of them's gonna get picked, and one of them does get picked. They just get bailed out because this guy runs a bad route. He runs a route and just if they just run their slant routes, they're running like double slant wheel. But like here, look, this picture looks good. We're not gonna get picked. Here we're clearly gonna get picked. 21 just runs a bad route, but like it's, oh man, it's such bad ball. It's so bad. All right, so then he noodle armed it. He noodle armed it and just couldn't get it there. Goodness gracious, like that ball is like 10 yards underthrown. And then this play too. He can't get the ball there. Yeah, 3rd and 5, I know. We're going to call, like, first off, I don't know why you're calling pressure on 3rd and 5, because you're probably going to get pick routes, rub routes, mesh, something like that. So, like, man pressure is not good on 3rd and 5. And, like, be on different levels and help yourself out. That one he might have got hit, but that was also not a good play. This is the last drive we're watching because like this is driving me literally insane watching this football. All right, so now we're looking at 3-by-1, 3 open. This is the tight end right here. Sal has been killing these guys. They can't cover him. All right, so we're showing quarters here. We're showing quarters are too high probably based on what we're getting. All right, because now this guy's wider than he normally is because when it's been cover 3, he's been in the box and hasn't been trying to disguise. So we're probably playing quarters here. Yeah, Sal's nice. We're getting motion to 4 strong. So this guy's got to bump over, and he needs to bump over because now this guy's new 2 is this guy on this motion. All right, good. We bump, good. But no, we didn't bump far enough because this guy needs to go here. This is his new 3 right here. So he needs to go. So we got a little bit of the bump, but not enough of the bump. This is your new 3, bro. 1, 2, 3. This is his 2. This is his 3. This is his 2. He's good. He gotta keep going. Completion. So like you said, Perez is killing them? Nah, man. They're killing themselves. They're killing themselves. Because if this guy does what he's supposed to do and covers him, then where are they going to throw the ball? They're going to throw the ball here, and then we should make the tackle for a yard or 2 and have 3rd and 8. But instead, now we got 3rd and 5. Advantageous spot, so now we're at 3rd and 6. All right, should have been not even 3rd and 6, but it is what it is. I just don't think he knows what he's supposed to do. He doesn't know. I just think he just doesn't know. Yeah, Arlington looks bad. All right, so 11 personnel 2-by-2. I think this is the tight end. I think this is Canelo right here. Can't play fast if you don't know. That's 100%. Like he's just playing hesitant. He's not playing like I wouldn't say he's necessarily scared. I think he just doesn't know what he's supposed to do. All right, so here we're playing cover 3. We're showing them right now that we're playing cover 3 because we're not disguising anything. Gets the ball out there. All right, playing cover 3 on 3rd and 7. All right, look, who's open? Right now, this guy's open and this guy's open. So he gets the ball on time. He throws it. Drop. Long sailing ball gets out there. All right, we get out of bounds. We're upset on defense because we can't stop anyone. Can't get lined up. Try and do games. We don't do anything. We're just out here just vibing. All right, so now what do? 3rd, now it's 1st and 10. Are you streaming today, Matt? We're subbing late. We're showing probably quarters, maybe Tampa. Based on this guy, I don't think we're rolling down. We're calling some sort of too high coverage here. 4 strong. I don't know. They've been doing play action shots out of this. All right, bet. This could be another 2-man route, or 3-man route. Yep. Tight end comes out late. What are we playing here? It almost looks like 3 kick, but it's quarters. Yeah, it's quarters. Maybe it's cover 6. Probably cover 6. All right. My short quarters player, this guy, he gets caught on this guy too long. All right, he's rerouting himself inside. I'm cool with that, but don't flip your hips. You got to keep your hips square. See how he's lunged and he's leaning? That's bad because now he can't get back outside for 3. And then he misses a tackle. And we miss another tackle. Goodness gracious. I'm stressed out from watching this tape. Like, I'm stressed. Salas scored a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Should have had another 2-point conversion, but the quarterback didn't throw it to him. They've had so many open receivers. Oh my God. All right, so it's still a 2-minute drill. We're showing Robber here probably because of this guy's leverage. He's outside and he's head up to outside. So like we're probably running either man pressure or man, because if we were playing like zone, then he would be inside leverage and he would be not pressed and inside leverage. So like, yeah, okay, we're kind of disguising, but we're really not. Now I'm thinking with him, I'm thinking this guy's blitzing and we're playing single high dime pressure because they showed that earlier. All right, so we do drop out. So it's a 4-man pressure. We're playing cover 3. It's a 4-man hit, playing cover 3, but no one covers the back out of the backfield because he doesn't know that I'm not worried about 2, I'm worried about 3. And he doesn't know that I'm not worried about 2, I'm worried about 3. Because I'm covering 2 and I'm covering 2. We need to be aware of 3, not 2. They both flip outside and then the check down's open. But the QB can't get there because we didn't block it maybe. Because Arlington is not good either, is what I'm finding out watching this tape. Arlington's not very good. He points to the pressure. He's saying the pressure's coming. This guy just gets beat. 56er just gets beat. 42, that's a good pass rush. But, like, he called the pressure out. Like, it's not like it was a surprise. Someone just won a one-on-one. And that happens. Like, someone just needs to win their one-on-one. Did they call that a fumble? They might have. Let's see. 2nd and 4, they probably did. So it was a fumble. Clock's moving. Maybe they call a timeout. I don't know. 4 strong. Tight end's on the ball. Potentially this guy's coming underneath. He's going vertical. It's probably not an RPO just based on not that much time left in the half, but I don't know. It could be. I'm thinking he's coming underneath and he's going vertical, coming across the field. We're showing cover 3. He's coming down right here. He's going to the middle of the field. All right, we're not disguising anything. We don't need to disguise. Screw that. All right, like we said, vertical underneath. That guy's wide open. Make a miss. Good tackle. Okay, good. Call a timeout, Arlington. All right, but we know where they're running, right? That guy's condensed. Flip split. Flip alignment. We know what they're running. Catch, tackle, cool. Let's see, did we call a timeout? That was 1st and 10. Probably call a timeout. Yeah, we did. Okay, so Arlington called a timeout. They're giving us 3 open. 2 is on the ball. Probably getting him running like a post and then maybe him running a wheel, maybe double post wheel, maybe something like that. But he's probably going out because he's off the ball. Down, and we're showing cover 3 based on his alignment. And they're probably not going to run the ball on 2nd and 7 after they just call a timeout in a 2-minute drill. So, like, bump out a little bit, bro. No, we're playing cover 4. Tampa. No, we're playing cover 6. You got to get out here, brother. This is open. He's throwing it here. Let's see if they complete it. He's throwing the whole shot because he's not getting to his landmark. He's not getting there. You got to go, brother. Oh, no, he's on that one. I don't think he's got the arm strength to throw that whole shot, to be honest with you. What'd they run up top? Triple in? That's a weird concept. All right, now it's third down. Clock's moving. It's 3rd and 7. Maybe they're just gonna give up now and punt the ball. They're in the same play basically. They dump it off, so they get the first down. Let's see, they call a timeout surely and kick a field goal, or they call a timeout and run another play. It's a bad ball, bro. 5 seconds, so they they spiked it. All right, that's all. I can't watch any more of this tape. It's giving me an ulcer. This is bad ball. Like, I would have turned this game off on TV. And it's not saying that this is bad ball, but I'm saying that, like, this product that was put on the field is poor. Because I wish I could go back and find that goal line play. I'm going to try to find it. That goal line play just... That was the one that did it for me, that goal line play. Now you gotta see this, Matt. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, 2 plays in a row. This one. All right, this is 22 personnel. You ever break down NFL film on stream? I'm trying to get that done. I'm trying to do that. Okay, we can watch 3 plays. This 3-play sequence is all awful. I haven't played yet. All right, so this 3-play sequence. There's something wrong with this picture. We don't have anyone covering 3. Like, nobody is covering 3. So that's bad. We'll see it from the tight. It's even worse. No one's covering 3. They run bubble post wheel, and they catch it, and then he steps out, or he's down. One of the two. But, like, this is bad. No one lined up on 3. Nobody. So, what's bad is this is number 1. The tight end is number 1, and we have 1, 2, 3 players outside of 1. Really now, he needs to go cover 3. This guy needs to go fit right here, and either this guy needs to fit in the A gap, or we need to bump these guys down. But 21 needs to fit in the A gap. This guy needs to fit in the B gap, and he needs to go cover 3. So, like, that's bad. We're just bad. All right, but trust me, it gets worse. All right, so now we're in goal line, 23 personnel. All right, we're in goal line, but it gets worse. Trust me, it gets worse. All right, so, bro, no, look at the numbers here. All right, this is number 1. This is the farthest guy outside on this offensive formation, and this is number 1 right here. Let me move. I'm gonna move my camera. So you guys can see. All right, this is number 1. This is the number 1 receiver, and this is number 1. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 players outside of number 1, and we have 1 head up, 2, and we have another guy out here. There's a corner out here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterback, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 offensive players right here. No one's wider than this guy, and nobody's wider than this guy. On offense or on defense, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 or 5, 5.5. So we have 5.5 players inside of their 11. That's very, very bad. Very bad. Like, you're not going to stop anybody doing this. This is the 1 yard line. We have 5.5 players outside of the formation. There needs to be 1 guy right here and 1 guy right here. All right, so there's that. So obviously they score on this play. Like, obviously, because, yeah, no numbers. What's up, Dot? No numbers. So, like, here, he could have picked that hole. He could have picked that gap. He could have picked any gap he wanted because we have 3 players, 1, 2, 3 players outside of 1, and we have out here, you can see here's 1. We have 2 guys outside of 1. So we have 5 players outside of completely outside of the play. So, like, clearly you're not stopping that. It's 1st and goal on the 1 in the middle of the game. It was the middle of the start of the second quarter. Okay, but it's even worse. Now watch. This is a 2-point conversion from the 5. Okay? 21 doesn't know what's going on. This guy, he's trying to get the call. But it's 22 personnel from the 5. It's a 2-point. They have one shot. One shot. Why are they in 22 personnel? You think they're going to run the ball from the 5? Probably not. They could. They could do whatever they want. But they're probably not going to run the ball from the 5-yard line to gain 5 yards. So, like, if I'm on defense, my antennas are going up. I'm thinking, something's weird about this, right? This isn't... I would think from the 5-yard line, if I only had one shot to get five yards, I'm probably going to come out in 11 personnel, maybe a 10 personnel look and spread the field and throw the ball. Probably not going to get everyone down condensed and run the ball. However, with that last play when I had all of those people outside the formation, shoot, I might do that too. I might just run straight up the middle. But this is weird. So let's see what happens. Ooh, what does that say? It says trick play. Toss. Oh. But like, you just said it. 22 is throwing me off. Trick play? You could play defense for me. Shoot. Because you can think and you can use critical thinking. That's bad ball, man. That's 3 plays in a row. 3 plays in a row. Like, that's bad, man. That's bad. And I don't know. 13 might be a receiver. So it might be 12 personnel. But, like, nonetheless, the formation looks like 22 personnel. I don't know who 13 is. He might be a receiver. It doesn't matter. But, like, 22, 24, I don't know. He just completely bypasses this guy. Like, you think if it's a run, he's not going to block you, bro? This has been a tough watch. This has been a tough watch. And, like, I'm not attacking the players at all. Because, like, you gotta, I don't know, like, but you gotta, as a coach, you gotta put them in the position to win. Like, you gotta put them in good positions. And this play, right here, I'm not putting anybody in good position. I'm not putting anyone in a position to win right here. 1, 2, 3, outside. That's not a good picture, man. 1, 2, there's another guy. 3, outside. That's not a good picture. Facts. And the other thing is, too, I'm upstairs in the headset yelling, trick play, something. I'm yelling something before the snap on this one. Like, I don't know, man. It's been rough. This has been a rough watch. I am not gonna lie. It's been a really rough watch. It's been a really rough watch. Yeah, that makes it even worse. Cause you can tell him, something's going on. Oh my. All right, we've been live for almost 2 hours, and it's been an excruciating 2 hours because this has been bad. This has been awful. It's been a rough watch. It's really been rough. What time are you gonna go live, Matt? This is fun. It is fun to watch this film, but like it's been tough. It's been hard. We're gonna keep doing it though. It is fun to watch it because like it's not hard. Like football is not hard. You gotta like. And Dot, if you're still in here, you can attest to how we talk in meetings. Like I'm not gonna put you guys in a bad position. Yeah, that's facts. And you turned it off because it was a bad game. I don't blame you. I don't think I watched any of it. I might have watched some of it. I don't know. But like watching this tape now, I would turn this game off. This is a bad game. This is bad ball. Bad ball, bro. I would turn this game off. Yeah. And like I'm not one thing is I'm not going to put my players in a position to fail. Like I might Georgia Tech or FSU Saturday. Is that this week? That's this Saturday? Florida State for sure. They went undefeated last year, didn't they? And they got the quarterback coming back. They lost the receiver, but like Florida State gotta win. No, Florida State's gotta win that game. Shoot, they should win big. Like no disrespect to Georgia Tech at all, but like Florida State's got to be a top 5 team, yeah, top 10 at least. They gotta be. To who? Florida State in the bowl game? Yeah, but that was with their third string quarterback, wasn't it? Oh yeah, they had the Jordan Travis kid. I forgot. No, DJ's there now. Alungalele. I thought he was there last year. I forgot. Yeah, well, Georgia should have been in the national championship. Georgia would have won the Natty if they would have played in it. And Florida State was probably so depressed, and they didn't have their quarterback. They had their third string quarterback, didn't they? DJ's nice. Yeah, Florida State's gonna win. That could be a blowout too. I don't. You can't ask him to do too much. Alungalele. We played him when he was at Clemson. When I was at UConn, and like the score, we got beat obviously, but like the score wasn't bad, and the yards per play, that was like the best yards per play game we had, because they didn't do much, but he was pretty good at Oregon State. And if they don't ask him to do much at Florida State, like he's just not gonna. Georgia Tech doesn't run the triple option anymore. Yeah, we played well at Clemson. Like we gave up some plays because they out-athleted us, which, like I said, that's gonna happen. But like we played pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I think the final score ended up probably being like 40-14 or something like that. But it was like overtime. We were winning that game. We returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. We stopped them. We went down and scored again. We were up like 14-6 at one point. It was live at Clemson. Oh my gosh, it was live. Let me see if I can pull it up. That would have been 2021. It was 44-7. So we were winning. We were winning 7 to. We were winning 7-0. Not. This was the score. It wasn't that close, obviously, but like DJ Alungalele was 21 of 44 for 241. Like that's not great. That's not great. And then they only had 103.1 yards per carry. 42 rushes for 129. Like that's not bad. Like I know it's a lot of yards, but like 3.1 yards a carry is not bad, especially when you're at UConn playing Clemson. Like the numbers aren't 27 for 57, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. I think they scored on our defense or on our offense. That's what, 5 touchdowns? Yeah, so they scored once on our offense. We threw 2 picks. And we had negative 17 yards rushing, so that didn't help anything. We had 116 yards receiving though. We had them. We knew what they were running. They just out-athleted us, which is fine. Like, I mean, Alungalele played most of the game, and then they brought in their backup. I guess they played a few different quarterbacks. But nonetheless, like DJ played most of the game. They might. I don't know how they scored the other touchdown. Maybe they kicked field goals. They kicked 3 field goals. But we were in this game, 7-0, 10-7. Then they scored 20 in the second quarter. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I mean, we were in the game for the most part. No, I mean, we weren't in the game, but like we played well on defense. They faked the field goal. That's how they. Oh my God, that's how they scored. Let me pull it up. They faked the. This play right here. Look at the score, bro. It is 7-3 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 7-3. Like, we're winning. They drove down the field, kicked the field goal, drove down the field. We stop them. 4th and goal. And then this happens. Bro, this is when that was when the game ended. That was killer. If we would have stopped them and been up 7-6 after 2 drives, making them kick 2 field goals, that was killer. Like, that was killer. No, we were winning 7-3. We would have still been up by a point. Yeah, they had to pull out the stops, bro. The purple, purple, orange, the orange, purple, purple. That uniform combo is so lit. Look at them all hyped. Like, yeah, you got to pull out the fake field goal against us, bro. Yeah, man. Oh, here's the first play of the game. This is the opening kickoff. You can see it right here. Drop the ball. Oh, shoot. Get off me. Florida speed. Florida speed. Florida speed. Get loose, Bruton. Get loose, Bruton. Ah! Get loose. Give him the high five. Give him the high five. Bro, it was wild. It was wild, bro. It was wild. What is your theory? When kicks and punts are muffed. Yes. Deshaun Jackson in the playoffs, or to get into the playoffs against the Giants, muffed the punt, got loose. Yeah, because it messes up with the timing. Because people run down kickoff and see the ball on the ground and they get out of their lanes and stuff like that. And then all that. But yeah. I guess that wasn't the best endorsement for DJ Lungalele playing UConn and going 21 for 44, a touchdown and a pick, and a 21.1 QBR. So their quarterbacks, QBR, DJ Lungalele threw 44 passes, had a 21.2 QBR. Hunter Helms, I don't know who that is, went 3 for 8 with a 14.1 QBR. Tyson Pumachan, who was the brother of one of our quarterbacks, was 1 for 1 for 33 yards and a 96 QBR. And then Billy Wiles was 2 for 4 with a 27 QBR. Is that where that Florida State Georgia Tech game is? It's in Ireland? That's kind of dope. Or is that Notre Dame? Oh, college football being back is kind of dope. It's 9 a.m. Oh, West Coast kickoffs? Oh, that's so lit. That is so dope. I forgot about that West Coast kickoff. I love the West Coast kicks. Who else we got? Oh, we got a few games on Thursday. NC State plays Western Carolina on Thursday. Missouri plays on Thursday. Kansas plays on Thursday. Whoa! We got some good games on Thursday. Hold up. Thursday, we got Rutgers Howard at Rutgers. Western Carolina at NC State at 4 o'clock West Coast. New Hampshire at UCF. Shout out Coach Carazola, UConn legend. Oh, he's not there anymore. He's at Rutgers now. My bad. Well, he's still playing on Thursday. Kicking off. This week, Thursday, 2 days. Jackson State at UL Monroe. Lafayette at Buffalo. These are all at 7 Eastern. Oh, here, I can help y'all out. I can do this. Bama game I have to watch the Bama game while watching Troy play Nevada. Bama and Troy. Duquesne, Toledo. Murray State at Mizzou. Mizzou's supposed to be nice this year. Oh, this is Thursday next week? I'm tripping. Oh, my bad. These games are this Saturday. Oh, damn. I got hella excited. Thank you for clearing that up. Kansas. This game's sneaky, low-key good game. North Carolina, Minnesota. That's a good game. This game, too. Trap game, trap game, trap game. North Dakota State, Colorado. Spooky. Coastal Carolina, Jacksonville State. That's a good game, too. A Bama and a Troy fan. Yeah, that's fair. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I'm curious to see Bama, too. Uh-oh. The Fighting Zadots versus Tulane. Can they win? How is Southeastern this year? Do you know? Southern Utah versus Utah. That should be a blowout, probably. The Fighting Boogies and Baileys and Trey Walkers and Josh Loves. That should be a good game, too. Sac State might give them a little something. The Fighting Hennies. This game could... I don't know how Southeastern is. So, like, Southeastern could compete with Tulane, but Tulane's good, too. Shout out Josh Love. Yeah, this game is scary. Colorado should beat them, obviously, but, like, Southeastern's not that good this year. I mean, Friday. Ooh. Sparty. FAU. That could be scary. That could be scary. FAU could be scary, Matt. I don't know how to feel about that Colorado team. Yeah, I don't know either. TCU Stanford, that could be a decent game. Then Clemson Georgia on Saturday at 9. Oh my gosh, that game's awesome. That game's awesome. This game's awesome. Penn State West Virginia, that's a good game too. Can't teach speed, that's facts. Virginia Tech Vanderbilt, that one, this should not be a good game. Coach Marv, shout out Coach Marv, Virginia Tech D coordinator, going home to Vanderbilt. Georgia going to beat Clemson by 40? Yeah, I think Georgia's going to smoke Clemson too. UConn, Maryland. I don't know how good UConn is this year, but I mean, UConn beats Maryland. That's a big win. The Randy Edsel Bowl. Let's see who else we got. Transfer Hurts FCS school. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, dog. Kent State, Pitt should win. Tennessee, South Dakota State. Now they're good. They could go down to Oklahoma State and give them a run for their money. For real. They could give them a run for their money right there. Oklahoma State's only favored by 9.5. That's a sneaky good game. That's a sneaky good game. Ooh, shout out to Portland State. That's where I went to school. They're gonna go out. They're gonna go and beat Wazoo. Mark it right here. Portland State gonna beat Wazoo. I got the shirt on and everything. Portland State gonna go into Wazoo and win. South Alabama went to Oklahoma State and beat them badly. South Al's good. I could see this game. I will not be surprised if South Dakota State wins. I'm not saying they're going to win, but like it wouldn't surprise me. Ohio State should whoop Akron. Shout out to Coach Bell, Coach B's at Akron. But I think Ohio State's just gonna out-athlete them. If Ollie Golden take control of the game, it'll be tough for South Dakota. That's facts. That's big facts. If they can run the ball. Texas, Colorado State, Florida, Miami, week 1. We got some good games. They're saying that I don't know who this is calling me. I don't know who that is. There's going to be a fight at Florida, Miami. Guaranteed there's going to be fights. I bet my whole bank account facts. That's a good game. This game, Texas should run away with that game. Eastern Michigan, UMass. I mean, I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be this could be a competitive game. East Tennessee State. Shout out to Nas, your player. East Tennessee State, App State. I mean, like, this could be a. I don't know if anything about East Tennessee State, if they're good, but like these are two close schools, so like there might be a little bit of beef between them because they're pretty close. That could be a scary game for Iowa State. North Dakota, they're not bad. Ohio, Syracuse should win that game. 17-5 spread. UMass is favored over Eastern Michigan. Interesting. Kennesaw State, UTSA should win that one. Air Force should kill Merrimack. Miami, Northwestern. Northwestern's only favored by a little bit. That game's scary. Boring game. UC Davis trying to get the upset. North Texas, South Al. That's a interesting game. I'm not mad at that game. Mississippi State, Eastern Kentucky. Mississippi State should win. Liberty should win. Virginia playing Richmond. Trap game. East Carolina, Norfolk. Bama playing Western Kentucky. That game should be a blowout. Ole Miss, Furman. That game should be a blowout. Arkansas State, Central Arkansas. Spooky game for Arkansas State. Spooky game. UNLV, Houston. Only a 1-point spread for Houston? Is UNLV like that? Michigan, Virginia? No, I didn't say that. I haven't got to Michigan yet. Eastern Michigan I was talking about that game. Eastern Michigan versus UMass. I haven't gotten to Michigan yet. I don't know who they play. Tennessee Tech, Mid-Penn State. Coach Mason game 1. Go get the dub. Sam Houston versus Rice. That's a sneaky game. That's a sneaky good game. Sam Houston, Rice. Nevada, Troy. That could be a good game. North Alabama, Memphis. Memphis should kill them. Oregon wins. Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Texas A&M favored. Notre Dame on the road. Michigan plays Fresno. Does Fresno have a new coach this year? No. Oh, the dude stepped down for health reasons. Tedford. But it's the same staff. That'll be interesting to see how Fresno State shows up. Georgia Tech, Georgia State. If Georgia Tech gets blown out week 1, that'll be interesting. You think Notre Dame's going to win? On the road? There's got to be another marquee game. Oh, there you go. Sunday, USC, LSU. That's a good game. And then Monday, Florida State, Boston College. I'm surprised there's not like a night game, marquee game at 5. Or was there? Did I miss it? No. That's kind of surprising. What's the marquee? Oh, that game at 4:30. What? That's 7:30 East Coast. Okay, that makes sense. That's the game. USC, LSU. Who's gonna win this game? USC and LSU. I don't know enough about either of these programs right now because they both lost a quarterback, and LSU lost 2 receivers. I'm saying LSU. Shout out Coach Hankton. He's gonna get them boys right. Yeah, that's true. They're playing. Oh, no. It's in Vegas. I don't know if I can zoom in. Modelo Vegas kickoff in Allegiant Stadium. I wanted to go to that Boston College Florida State game, but it was sold out on seconds. In seconds. In Tallahassee? Do you live in Tallahassee? Or like close? I say USC because of FLSU. No, I know Coach Hankton. He's a receivers coach and pass game coordinator at LSU. He's a hell of a coach. Oh, yeah, their defense wasn't that good last year. There was a stat about Coach Hankton because he was at Georgia before he was at LSU. I can't remember the exact stat, but it was something like all the first-round receivers of the last 3 years, like 80% of them were coached by him. Because so many came from Georgia and LSU. So my money's on LSU in that game. Shout out Coach Hankton. I live in Alabama, but I have a friend that always goes to FSU games. Yeah, that's not far. Alabama and Tallahassee. I mean, shoot. Only a couple hours. LSU's 6-point favorite. I don't know I know USC has that one receiver that was like a true freshman last year or 2 years ago. The fast dude. I don't know his name, but like he's electric. I know they have him. I don't know much about USC. I don't know much about a whole bunch of teams, but oh yeah, like Zacchaeus or something like that. I guess I can go to their roster. Number 8, right? I don't like how he's a receiver. No, this guy, right? Zach Branch. Sophomore. From Vegas. This kid's nice. He didn't have many stats, huh? Maybe he just had one game that was like really good. Or he was a punt returner. I don't know. He was nice, so I remember watching a few plays of him. Here's a play right here. Who was this against? Stanford? This was a game I was watching because it was a night game. I thought he like got loose for like 3 touchdowns in one game or something like that. Yeah, he's moving. That guy can't catch him. This guy ain't got no helmet on. Yeah, I thought he got loose. Maybe it was this game. Maybe it was the San Jose State game because I was probably talking to Boogie about it. Let's see his stats. 5 for 51. It was a Notre Dame game. He had 2 touchdowns. Oh, wait, no, that's 2 carries. He started a season strong. 4 catches for 58 yards week 1 against San Jose. 1 catch, 22 yards, 1 touchdown. Yeah, I swore he got off in a game, though. But he didn't, like, his stats aren't crazy. Maybe it had to have been like a punt return, something like that. I don't know. Returning only 1 touchdown, maybe. He had a kickoff touchdown somewhere too. So he must have had a kickoff touchdown the same game that he had other touchdown. They lost a lot of games. They lost 5 games. That UCLA loss at the end of the year is bad. Alright. Well, that was a lot funner than watching that tape because that tape killed me. Goodness gracious. Oh my. What time are you gonna stream, Matt? Yeah, that tape was bad. Alright, bet. Alright, I'm finna hop off. Appreciate it. That was a lot more fun looking at the college football games of the next week than it was watching that film because that film was dreadful. But it is what it is, I guess. You are what you put on tape, and that's what they put on tape, so it was bad. Other than that, what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, it was a fun stream. I'm probably gonna try to stream tomorrow. I might stream some NCAA tomorrow. I gotta get that Mahler's Dynasty going. So I might get the Mahler's Dynasty going. We'll see what happens, but probably around lunchtime West Coast tomorrow. Probably. We'll see. But other than that, appreciate y'all for being here. It was fun. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Matt, I'll catch you tonight. Hit sticks only. I don't know if I can emote in this chat right now. Oh, I can. We gonna get lit. Who you got today? Keys. Memphis wasn't reading their keys. All right, I'll catch y'all. Deuces. Purdue. Ooh. Revenge game. Love it. All right, I'm going to tune into that. Deuces.